Hello, my name is Silverfuse, and I want to introduce you to the Elder Scrolls Legends. Many of the players who play Elder Scrolls Legends also have a Hearthstone background. I wanted to take the time to show you some of the key similarities and differences between the two card games. Like Hearthstone, two players start with 30 HP and die once their HP reaches 0. Players in Legends may go over 30 HP through Drain or Heal. However, in Hearthstone, the only way to go above 30 HP is by gaining armor. In Hearthstone, there are no downsides to attacking your opponent's face. However, in Legends, there is one rune for every 5 health. Once a rune is broken, the player with the broken rune receives that card. If a rune is broken and a card reads Prophecy, then that card can be played on the opponent's turn. Legends plays on a board with 2 lanes. Hearthstone only has 1 lane. In Legends, the left lane is called the field lane. There's nothing special about this lane. The right lane is known as the shadow lane. This lane is unique in the fact that whenever a card is played here, it gains cover for 1 turn. This is very similar to Hearthstone's stealth mechanic. However, a creature in cover may be targeted by actions. Creatures with cover cannot be traded into. Creatures in Legends can only interact with creatures in the same lane. There are a few cards which have an exception to this rule. This is different for actions though, otherwise known as spells in Hearthstone. It can interact with either lane even if the creature has cover. In Hearthstone, you have 9 classes to choose from. Each class has a set of its own unique class cards. Legends has a color system in which each class has its own strengths and weaknesses. These colors can be combined together to make dual or tricolor decks. Dual color decks may play dual color class cards. Tricolors, however, require at least 1 tricolor card, but they can also play dual color class cards as well. Players also have the option to play 1 color, known as mono. Generally, this is not done because it's advantageous to play 2 colors. For example, in Legends, blue and yellow make mage, and red and purple make warrior. There are also tricolors, such as blue, green, and purple make up Telvanni. In Hearthstone, each deck has 30 cards. In Legends, a dual-color deck requires a minimum of 50 cards, while a tricolor deck requires a minimum of 75 cards. There's also the option to go up to 100 cards. This isn't recommended due to consistency. Hearthstone and Legends have the same tiers of cards. These are common, rare, epic, and legendary cards. In Hearthstone, a legendary card is a one-of per deck. In Legends, you can have 3 legendaries in a deck. This is not the case for every legendary card in Legends though. There are also unique legendaries, which are only a one-of in each deck, just like Hearthstone. A unique legendary is symbolized by the orange stone on top of the card. The card crafting system in Legends is very similar to Hearthstone's. In Hearthstone, each card has a dust value which allows you to disenchant and craft new cards. Legends has a similar system, except dust now becomes soul gems. In Legends, cards are a bit cheaper, such as legendary cards are 1200 soul gems versus Hearthstone's 1600 dust. However, keep in mind that Legends requires more cards per deck than Hearthstone does. Let's talk about some game mechanics. Hearthstone and Legends have a lot of similar mechanics that have different names. For example, Taunt is the same thing as Guard in Legends. Keep in mind that Legends is a 2-lane system. This means that a guard only protects 1 lane. One of the biggest differences between Hearthstone and Legends is that in Hearthstone, cards have a battle cry effect. This means that whenever the card is played from hand, the effect will trigger. Legends, on the other hand, does not have battle cry. Instead, it is called a summon effect. The summon effect triggers whenever a card comes into play, whether it be from hand, the graveyard, generated by another card, or in a variety of other ways. In Hearthstone, whenever a card dies and triggers an effect, it is called a death rattle. However, in Legends, whenever a card triggers an ability when it dies, it is called a last gasp. In Hearthstone, a green bubbly flask signifies that a creature is poisonous. This means whenever this card attacks another creature, that creature will die. Legends has the same mechanic, except it is known as a lethal creature instead of a poisonous one. In Legends, lethal is signified by a green cloud around the attack number. The lethal card will kill whatever it attacks. In Hearthstone, there is a mechanic called Divine Shield. Divine Shield prevents damage whether it be from an action or being attacked by another creature. Legends has the exact same mechanic called Ward. There is also another mechanic called Lifesteal. Lifesteal occurs whenever the card attacks or when the card gets attacked. In Legends, this mechanic is called Drain. Drain is essentially the same as Lifesteal, except it only works during the player's turn. If the opponent attacks your drain creature, then you will not receive the drain from that creature. The only exception to this is a card called Dark Seducer, which drains on both turns. In Hearthstone and Legends, any creature can be silenced. A silenced creature loses any buffs it's received, as well as its other characteristics such as Taunt or Guard. Another concept that is the same in both games is Freeze versus Shackle. In Hearthstone, Freeze prevents a creature or a player from attacking the next turn. Legends has the same mechanic, but it is called Shackle. It also prevents the player from attacking the next turn. There are many more mechanics in Legends, some which have similarities to Hearthstone. I want to highlight some of the similarities so if you're diving into the game that you know more what to expect. This video only scratches the surface between the similarities and the differences of Hearthstone and Legends. What really makes Legends unique is the rune system and the 2-lane system. Previously, I played Hearthstone daily for 2.5 years. I have absolutely loved this game, and I think that you will too. I really hope that you give it a shot.